Broads Media.
Holy hell! Bend him over! 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 How about that, boys? How about that? Yeah, I'm playing with the soundboard. I finally got the soundboard activated, and what a perfect way to display it for the first time. Nick Castellanos, I love you. 2 bombs, and then the play in foul territory. In what world does he catch it? Okay. And in what world does he tag him up and get him at home plate? Okay. This is ridiculous. Series win. Series win. Series win. Down in Atlanta. Down in Atlanta. For real, baby. Are you kidding me? What a W. Aaron Nola pitched a good game. Don't be fooled by anybody out there ripping him apart and saying that he wasn't good enough and it was an Ozzie Albies foul ball away from being a disaster. It was foul. Was it close? Sure. Was it uncomfortable in the 4th and 5th? Yes. But I've seen Aaron Nola fold heavily when someone gets on base. He went 6 innings, walked 0 batters, and allowed 2 earned runs. He had 8 strikeouts. Aaron Nola was good. That was a good outing by Aaron Nola. If that's what you get in a postseason game, you have a real chance to succeed. And quite frankly, you got boned behind the plate because Hoffman strikes out Austin Riley. And, of course, the inning stays alive with a horrendous call behind the plate. And then, of course, there's an RBI. So the score is now 4-3 when you were up a couple runs, all because somebody who's blind has a job to call strikes and balls in a Major League Baseball game. I can't believe that they found a way. Seriously, one out, one man on third base. It was all over. This one was wrapped up. Well, your bullpen pissed away another one. You're already starting to get the headlines churning in your head. All right, well, Nick Castellanos hit 2 home runs. But, man, you know what's so impressive? Lefty, Bryson Stott. There were a couple different options you could do if you were Rob. Well, really one that made sense. JT Realmuto, who's sitting on the bench. And you could sell me doing that. Before we know the outcome, with the lefty on the mound, putting JT in the ballgame, I'm in. Especially because we've seen a home run from JT Realmuto this series. It was a nuke. I'm all for it. I'm also okay with letting Stott work his magic. This is why Stott's a pain in the ass. So, hey, kudos to you, Rob Thompson, for making a great decision to stick with the kid. He pokes it the other way, and that scored 2 runs. Massive for both of them to steal bags, and also massive not to face Alec Bohm. I think they made the right decision intentionally walking Bohm. Lefty-righty matchup, and Bohm produces how much? He knocks in runs left and right. That's why this team is able to score as much as they do, is because of Alec Bohm. It was incredible for him to set the tone early on to knock in an RBI, so it's at least 1-0 early for the Phils. That's what he does. That's Alec Bohm. So go lefty with the young kid. I don't think the Braves necessarily played that the wrong way. I give credit to Rob Thompson because I think sticking with Stott instead of going to Realmuto is somewhat against the norm. And it worked. I like both options, really. I know JT's been in a funk, but with a lefty on the mound, it's very circumstantial. With the lefty on the mound and JT having an off day, going to a right-handed bat who does have a ceiling as high as JT, I can understand it. That's not bad managing if he decided to do it. It's unconventional what he did, and it shows you how much Bryson Stott gives faith to the leader of the team. And I don't blame them for going unconventional. I think you had two decent options. And the one you went with paid off. I can't believe it, though. So, Nola, 4th and 5th. Does this mean anything to you? The 4th and 5th? Are you reading into the negative comments saying, well, he did sort of fall apart again. He's going to fall apart. It's what does he do when he does fall apart? Does he keep the team involved? Are you still in the fights? Can he at least manage it so it's only 2 earned runs, 3 earned runs? Give this explosive offense a chance. Because if they score 6, they score 7, you hold them to 2, you hold them to 3, you're good. Now, if it ends up going the other way and now the Braves score 7 runs on you, it's hard to say, yo, Schwarbs, can I get 3 today, please? 3 RBI. Yo, Nick, I know you hit 2 home runs already, but I desperately need a 3rd. I cannot believe he caught the ball. Look at the footwork. Oh, man, Luke Williams over at there. What's going on? Did he hesitate because he thought the ball was going to drop? Crucky, and everybody's mentioning how awesome Crucky was on the call. He was every single one of us watching that game in real time. No. Yes! Yes! Man on 3rd, 1 out. Holy hell. Holy hell. Bend him over. Holy hell. Bend him over. Holy hell. Bend him over. Amazing. Maybe that's what takes us to the promised land this year. What was it last year? Dancing on my own. How about this? Holy hell. Bend him over. All right, someone's going to have to take away the soundboard from me. I've been waiting a little bit. Normally, I jump right into the studio and record 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes afterwards. If it's a juicy game, I'll wait to hear from Rob. I'll wait to hear from maybe Bryce Harper if he hits a big shot. I'll get some comments from Zach Wheeler. Once in a while, it's a little bit later. But I was so hungry when the game was over. I went upstairs, had some fish tacos with the wife. Then I made a run to Wawa for a nice cup of coffee. Need a late cup of Joe today because I got some things I got to do after this. So I'm sitting and it's brewing in my stomach what type of win this was and how excited I am, and I needed to wait a little bit of time. It made me very, 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 very upset because I love breaking this thing down as soon as possible after a W. If you think this has the fire, okay, if you think this is bringing the energy, probably would have been, 60% more if I could just do it, boop, right as soon as the game ended. But here we are. I think we're still doing okay. And you beat up on the Braves. You won the series, and you did what we asked you to do. Now you beat St. Louis over the weekend. You beat the Atlanta Braves. I'm telling you, the Braves don't want to see the Phillies. There's a lot of pressure on them because of how great their offense is, because of how good Spencer Strider is, Matt Olson, MVP. Now you're playing the underdog team that can, with the blink of an eye and with the snap of their fingers, rake. All right. Okay, Crucky even brought this up too. He was talking to some of their broadcasters, the local Atlanta broadcasters, and there's some rufflings. Oh, this team, there's something different. And by the way, just remember, Citizens Bank Park is nuts. It's nuts. It's overwhelming. Good luck. I'm ready for this team. I'm in my fields. You know I like to get in my fields after a dub, but it's been a different sense for me lately. Like, all right, maybe it's because you're looking at the schedule, what's left the rest of the way. You see the Mets, you see the Pirates, you see the Mets. You know you're pretty much down that home stretch, and you're ready for it to finally become more important ball. So these wins and the way they're racking them up, I don't know if it's hitting me differently, but I will admit that some of these wins as of late, down the real important part of September here, it hits different. It hits harder. It means more. And I guess you could say the same for the losses. So when they lose, that great, great, great feeling that's awesome when they win. It's, well, I take it just as harshly, and it hurts more, and it's really in my intestines, and it's whatever this is. I'm trying to dig my intestines out of my body. Digging my intestines. You don't have to dig my intestines out of my body if you keep winning. And you know where you can win? My bookie. That's right. Do you want to make a lot of cash? I know I do, and that's why I continue to use my bookie every single night when I place my bets, whether it's on MLB action, of course, NFL. You got a great slate coming up, and college football. So as a bettor, you demand perfection, and my bookie delivers. NFL, college football, and a brand new cash out system that gives you options to bet and win. Wait for this. All season long. First two legs of your parlay hit, you can cash out early and place another bet, or you can let it ride for a chance at a bigger payday. Join the MyBookie family for an entire season filled with daily odds boosts, same-game parlays, and super contests. This season, MyBookie has a no-strings-attached cash bonus that lets you deposit and withdraw quickly. Use promo code BRODES on a deposit of $50 or more, and you can receive up to $200 in cash instantly to your MyBookie account. Bet your deposit amount once, and you're ready to withdraw at any time. Again, that's promo code BRODES to claim your cash deposit bonus. You can bet anything, anytime, anywhere, only with MyBookie. The link is down below in the description. You can sign up. Promo code BRODES, no-brainer. We've all seen a lot of sports betting by now. It's been around for a long period of time. There's nothing more impressive than the bonuses that you can get utilizing MyBookie, so absolutely check that out. And yeah, ultimately, I'm so proud of this team. Isn't that a standard definition of here we go again, Phillies? Right? Don't you watch that game and probably make a statement similar to this? Holy... All right, I'll stop. That was supposed to play the rest of the way, and my stupid finger hit it, and it didn't finish. I thought it would be a good joke. It was probably a stupid joke. I probably overused it by now, but whatever. I'll get better with this. The impressive win. There's a lot of times that it's kind of, all right, well, this is what the Phillies do. You go to Strom. You go to Soto. You go to Jose Alvarado. All right, well, you're losing. Well, you were up. Then you went to one of those guys, and now, well, of course, you're losing. Or you had a lead, and now it's tied, and you have to go through war in extra innings to grind this puppy out. And, of course, you have a man on second base, no outs. You get him to third. You can't knock him in. Now you got to find a way to survive a bottom half of the inning with the same circumstance. By the way, their offense knows how to hit the baseball pretty damn well, huh? Just according to my calculations, all right? According to my knowledge of the sport of baseball, I think the Braves know how to do damage. So, okay, well, this is not fun. This is a little tough to watch. They survive. And I'm sure the Braves, think of the difference if the Braves win this game compared to lose this game. The Phillies? Stop it. They're the stupid little stepchild that we like to beat up on in the division. He's the little punk brother who's annoying, and you beat him up in the basement while he's screaming for mom and dad, and you're playing tackle football in the backyard, and you lower your shoulder and put a little extra emphasis on it because why not? You want to beat him up pretty good. Now it's, oh, well, guess what? That younger brother's getting bigger. And now as a 6'5" senior, you are, right? The older, that's the Braves. Now the Phillies, who were once 5'11", hit a growth spurt. Now they're 6'3", 212. So maybe not 6'5", maybe not all the way up there, but it's at least more respected. You gonna lower your shoulder into the 6'3", 215, brother? It ain't the same. He ain't 5'10" anymore. He ain't 5'11". How about that? Give me a round of applause, because I think that was just labeled out and descriptive and perfectly executed on my end. Call me Aaron Nola. That was an Aaron Nola September 20th type of outing by yours truly. Okay, since we're off the rails, let's go to the phones to see if you can help me get back on the rails. It's a very difficult thing to do. And I'm scared. Let's do this.
That's what I call Philadelphia Phillies baseball right there. Woo! All right, I got to admit, that game took me for a loop. I saw the Braves crawling back, and then they tied it in the eighth, and I knew it. There was a part of me that just felt that we were going to drop the same ball, especially when they grounded to that double play in the top of the 10th. But we hung on. We got it done. We had smart ABs, and I couldn't be prouder of this team for taking this series against Atlanta in Atlanta. Also, Nola pitched well. What was that, 2 earned runs? He pitched well. I hope that's a sign of good things to come. I'm happy to see that Nola got his groove against a team that's really good and has rocked him in the past. And our bullpen, for the most part, did kind of okay. I mean, they did give up 4 runs, but our bats weren't exactly electric today up until the last inning. So, yeah! Go Phillies!
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. A few things I want to piggyback off of. Not like Michael Lorenzen piggybacking off a Ranger Suarez. No, no, no. I want this to actually have some sort of impact and be successful. So, yeah, I mean, you mentioned that double play. When Trey Turner grounded out into the double play, didn't we all roll our eyes? I didn't feel that confident that they would win this game. Quite frankly, I thought it was an L, and it's another loss that they let go, and this is what the Phillies do, but then they'll beat the Mets, they'll beat the Pirates, and they'll do just enough, but they always leave us with a little awkwardness. That's just how it is, because they haven't proven yet to go full gear and just be that team, be that squad, be that force. It's just not Phillies baseball yet. I hope one day they get there, but they haven't proven it. I thought Bryce had some weird at-bats in there, so it wasn't a lot of great ABs when I wanted it to be better. Is that fair to say? Thought Bryce a few at-bats. Oh, okay. All right, well, it's Bryce. We love Bryce. That's sort of my takeaway. We love Bryce. Bryce is the man. Bryce is incredible. But Trey, going into the double play, that hurt. It was so painful. Now, Aaron Nola. Aaron Nola, I want to know, does this as a fan, you listening right now, does this outing at all give you confidence that he can do 2 of these in a row? Can he grab the ball the next time around the rotation and thrive? It's a serious question. Does this change anything, or is it too late? Sorry, dude. You had 7, 8, 9 other outings for me to maybe grab onto this. But instead, you flopped and you left me broken. I've tried. I've done it. I did it 6 times already. What more do you want me to do? There is a gentleman named J. Cole, and he said, fool me 1 time, shame on you. Fool me twice, can't put the blame on you. Fool me 3 times, fuck the peace sign, load the chopper, let it rain on you. Okay, now, we don't have to maybe go as far as he did towards the end, but it is important to note that you have hurt me so much. And the one outing that he finally did well on late into the season in September against the Braves on the road, I couldn't be happier for it because the alternative makes me sick. But I need to see it get built on before I'm both legs in. I have my pinky toe in the water. I don't have a foot in. I'm not 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I got pinky toe in the water. Maybe that sounds different from how I was in the beginning when I said, don't take the bait, all right? Don't fall into the trap of ripping apart Nola. But I'm talking more about this specific outing. This outing, dude, 6 innings, 2 earned runs, 8 strikeouts, no walks. Any starting pitcher in the world would sign up for that stat line. All right, and you're right. It's not as if the offense wowed you and scored a billion runs. They had enough. They did do enough. And Bryson Stott, clutch as hell, dude. Clutch as hell. He's one of a kind. To have this level of success against lefties and righties, that's a weapon, dude. Like, it doesn't matter what you do when you go to your pen. If you have a righty, if you have it doesn't matter. It really is irrelevant because his approach is so criminal. Good luck talking to all you out there who have to face him every day. Good luck. You need it.
Rhodes, man, that's a huge win. to win the series in Atlanta, prove that you can beat this team. And, great series overall. Great, really good outing from Nola today. Great work from the bullpen pretty much overall the series. Yesterday you can kind of look at it as like, look, Spencer Strider's a bad man. He does bad things with the baseball that do bad things to people. So, you can get over that and look at it. To win 2 or 3 is huge. And 2 hits from Casty, getting his power back is awesome. And that play in right field, maybe a little questionable, it's obviously he pulled it off. It's incredible, but I don't know, maybe other times you let that ball drop. But still, he pulled it off. It's awesome. And move on to our absolute slaughter of the New York Mets. Go Phils.
This can't be the same results that we have seen of the last season, right? With the New York Mets? You're not telling me this version of the New York Mets will destroy you like we saw last season every time you watch these two teams compete, right? There's no way, right? Right? One team is dead. They have no reason to live. One team is flatlined. The other, first place wildcard team. You know what it is. And don't take your foot off the gas because they stink. Don't pretend like they'll take it easy, because if you do no-show, they can still beat you. So I want full-on, head down, and roll into them with the head of steam and crush them. I didn't even think about that till right now. The fear, and really the ghost, the New York Mets ghost that popped up every single time we saw them last season. They didn't win a damn series against them. I know this is a completely different team, both ways. So I like to imagine that the squad now has a different focus, a different mindset, and they're not even worried about what happened last season. They have a totally different approach. I hope to God that is the case. I didn't even think about it till right now, though. Kind of placed a little something in the back of my mind. Should it? No, because I think they're different. Every time I think this team's different, though, they end up being the same. No, what is this? The fuck is going on right now? This isn't good. Come on, Broods. Come on, Broods! Think about Nick's home runs, huh? Think about it. Replay it in your mind. Getting down and out because of a stupid New York Mets team. Orange and blue logo. Stupid owner. Steve Cohen has no idea what he's doing. Has a lot of money. Doesn't know how to spend the money, though. And he thinks going to get a 50-year-old Justin Verlander and Scherzer will fix his problems, but it doesn't. And the team's putting up all these, what did they do? They have like a petition to not move Pete Alonso? Come on, bros. Shut up about the Mets. You're right. See, it just takes, I don't know, maybe 40 seconds of talking to myself to get me back to where I need to be. And where I need to be is in a happy mindset with the Phillies W, taking 2 or 3 in Atlanta. All right, and I like the vibe. I like the vibe of this team right now. Let's go to the next call. Here we go.
Nick Castellanos has the biggest ball sack ever. My God. Not just the 2 homers, but not letting the ball go foul and saying, I'm going to gun you at home. Aaron Nola pitching like a number 2 starter. That's what we need from you, Knowles. After Trey hitting that double play in extras, I'm sure everyone was saying, here we go with the Braves and extras again. But Stotty too hotty comes through with his signature hit down the third base line. Oh, it's beautiful, bros. Go Phils, baby.
I love the Stotty too hotty, man. That caught on a little bit. I remember throwing that out there in the beginning. Man, Scotty too hotty was something else in the wrestling world, and just bang, throwing in the Stotty too hotty. It's amazing. And yeah, I just don't know what else to say about this kid. He has wowed me in so many different ways. And, his glove defensively, how many times does your eyes pop out of your socket because he goes to the left, flashes the leather, gets up. I guess it was the Jake Cave play? Well, Jake Cave was over at first, and he threw it to Jake Cave and almost pulled him off the bag, but Cave stayed true. Okay, so here's one thing, since I mentioned Jake Cave, that I want to address, because I did see a lot of outrage towards the lineup today. Keep in mind, it's a 12:20 start, okay? 12:20 start, so it's an afternoon game. I'm not breaking news here. With Elder on the mound, who is a right-handed hitter, a right-handed pitcher, excuse me. You're naturally going to put your left-handed hitters in there. The lineup without Real Muto, having Cave in there, Harper being a DH, so Schwarber's playing left field. What I saw was, how dare you, knowing Aaron Nola is fragile, throw out some of your role players and your bench pieces. Now, I'm going to defend Rob here, okay? My counter argument would be, for anyone mad at the lineup, if you have to think that far with Aaron Nola taking the ball, Aaron Nola's holding you back. He sucks. I'm just saying, if it's that desperate, where you got to baby him here and baby him there and this and that. Okay, if Carson Wentz can't handle the locker room and you got to tiptoe around him, he stinks. He's not good enough. He's holding you back. If Zach Wilson, they don't want to hurt his feelings. Zach Wilson. He's not good enough. You could see he's way too beat up in the head. If that's what you have to do, Stubbs can't play because you need your best bats and you want your best defenders because Aaron Nola might get someone on base. And if that's the case, he forgets how to pitch, then I got a bigger problem. They have to play some points, okay? They just do. And getting lefties in there right now on an afternoon game, I even saw, get Stubbs out of here. We need to upgrade the backup catcher. What do you think? We're getting like Piazza's backup catcher? Stubbs is a fine backup catcher. Well, he's not framing. They're backup catchers. Sometimes, you guys hurt me. All right? Sometimes you guys hurt me. Takes me a while to recover. I just don't get it. I don't live in that same headspace. That's all.
Yo, bros, I'm calling from the moon. And Kyle Schwarber's shot from a couple of days ago just landed up here.
Well done.
Hey, man.
Well done.
Great series win by the Phillies. Castellanos today was different. He was the Nicky C we need him to be. Hopefully he carries that into the playoffs. Great double steal in extra innings. I love the way, we took the lead. The Braves are a great team. They fought back, and we found a way to win in the end. Good win by the Phils. Let's go crush the Mets. Go Phils.
I love it, boys. I love it. It's a good way to end the show. Fantastic way to end the show, actually. Beautiful way to end the show, actually. Can't find a better way to end the show, actually. That's right. You see me? I'm closing the notes. Here it is. Closing the notes. Putting my live reads in there. That means it's a wrap. That's what happens when you kick ass down in Atlanta. Actually, even if they lost, I would have ended the show. Thank you guys all so much. I love you to death. We'll be talking soon. Peace.